guys, so today I'm going to give you a little update of how I feel 1 year after I had Oliver. So I'm basically 1 year postpartum is what that means. It's crazy to think I had, like a year ago, I had a baby. Like I had a C-section, I had surgery, I had major surgery, and a baby came out of me. After a whole year of, running around with him, I've been nursing for a year, I actually feel really good. I can honestly say, as far as like the C-section scar, is literally gone. Like I barely can see it at all. I actually can say that there's still some like numbness, some tingliness, weird sensation, but it's not really a big deal. Obviously it's completely healed as far as I'm concerned. As far as how I feel like body image wise, let's see, it's actually kind of weird because as far as the number on the scale, it's surprisingly low. It is 124-ish, like between 124 126 maybe, and that's actually below what I started with Oliver, and possibly what I started with before all my pregnancies. But that number doesn't really mean a lot because it's really how I feel. Like how does my body look? How do I feel about my body? And to be honest, I don't feel completely comfortable still with like the middle section, which is so normal. Most moms don't really get away with not having that little bit of like that belly flub after they have a baby. It's not like my like favorite part of my body for sure, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm quite, it's enough for me to really do something about it. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure that if I went down to the gym and I worked hard and wanted to get rid of it, I could. But I don't know if I care enough to actually do that. As far as the rest of my body, I feel pretty normal, and the number on the scale is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. It's kind of like my normal weight. It's not any higher than normal. It's not any lower than normal. I don't know if I care enough to actually go and work hard to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Especially because I do want to have another baby. So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to work so hard to try and get rid of that belly fat, which is actually really hard to do for a lot of moms. And then what? I'm gonna get pregnant again and have to do it all over again. So may as well just wait till after I have all my babies, you know what I mean? As far as, symptoms, as like after I've had a baby and stuff, I remember telling you guys how I was losing a ton of hair a few months after I had Oliver, and then it stopped, and now I have these baby hairs everywhere, and they drive me insane. Like if I ever have my hair in a bun, they're just everywhere. It's just so annoying. All of a sudden, I started losing a ton of hair again, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like hormones, or if it's just normal, the amount of, because it seems like a lot, just like how it was before. So I don't know if it like comes back a few months after you had a baby and then again, I don't really know, but it's kind of, that is not a fun symptom to have when you're losing hair. It's so bad. All right, this is a big question that I get asked a lot. Surprisingly, it's kind of a weird one. But has my period come back? It did actually months ago. It came back like 3 months after I had Oliver. And yes, I have been breastfeeding since I had him, and I still am. But if you guys don't know, I had like a procedure done a few months after Oliver was done to really like get a look at my uterus and things that I could really get done, surgery wise and stuff like that. And when I did that, they like pushed a bunch of fluid into my uterus, and then it basically all came out, and then for some reason that just started my period up, and I was so bummed. No, I was so mad. When my period came back, I was like, are you kidding me? No, I don't want to do this. And then ever since then, every single month I have my period right on dot, just how it was before. I'm pretty regular. I have a pretty regular cycle. It comes back like every 32 days, and it sucks. I hate it. Speaking about breastfeeding though, I am still breastfeeding. Oliver is a year, and we've definitely reached our goal, and I'm really happy about that. But as a lot of you guys know, if I want to have this surgery in order to fix my uterus, I have to wean. And so I'm going to be honest, I am starting that process. But I have also spoken to a doctor that would be helping out with the surgery, and he explained to me that really he doesn't really feel that it would be completely necessary for me to wean in order to have this surgery. He really feels like they would be able to, put me on antibiotics that I can take while I'm breastfeeding, put me on just enough hormones that it wouldn't really affect Oliver. And they feel like I would probably just have to pump and dump for like 24 hours and give him just breast milk. But 24 hours, I'm like, I could totally hold him off for 24 hours. Do I really have to wean? But after really discussing it and basically being told two separate things by two separate doctors, one doctor who told me absolutely have to wean, we can't risk it, you just need to be completely done with breastfeeding. Although he is probably just on the side of better safe than sorry kind of thing. And I've talked to a doctor now who is basically like, don't worry about it, we will make it work, we'll find a way. But my personal opinion is that I really feel like I should wean, because I feel like, what if something happens? What if for some reason they need me to be on something? I would hate to have to put Oliver through like a cold turkey stop just because, you know, of the decisions that I've made through having a surgery and stuff like that. And I would hate to be in like a risky situation where, oh, I probably shouldn't breastfeed him, and I don't know. And you know, and to be honest, breastfeeding has been going really great, but he's not extremely dependent, and I feel like if I stop now, then I might be able to stop before he gets extremely dependent, because as he gets older, he starts to really like realize what it is. Right now, we basically breastfeed 3 times a day. I breastfeed at night, I breastfeed in the middle of the night, and I breastfeed for his first nap. And then if he takes a second nap, which is always, you know, I never know if he's going to do that, it's 4 times. And that's really not a lot. He's not the kind of kid that's like, gimme, 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 or he wants to breastfeed at like random times of the day. He's pretty scheduled. He only wants to nurse basically before he goes to bed. And although that can be like the most difficult one to actually wean from, I feel like I can do it. I feel like slowly but surely we are gonna get to that point, and I think I would rather wean than to pump and dump for 24 hours and risk like a situation where, what if for some reason he just has to stop? I really feel like I've reached my goal. You know, for the most part, he's not extremely dependent on it, and so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start weaning slowly, just taking maybe the nap time away or the bedtime one away. Just kind of, you know, do a slow process of weaning. But all that leads up to, when then will I have my surgery, because that's what everyone wants to know. When will I have my surgery? Because as soon as I have my surgery, I basically can start trying to have another baby again, and we are hoping that this surgery will make it so that I am no longer high risk, that there'll be less complications, and maybe I can even go for that VBAC, which would be amazing. Right now, I do not have like a time and date of when I'm gonna have that surgery. Basically, my doctor's like, when you're ready, we'll schedule it and you're good to go. So I'm really just kind of like, well, I'm starting the weaning process. We've really actually lessened it just in the past couple weeks, because he was about 6 times a day, and now we're at about 3 to 4 times a day, which I feel really good about. As soon as he's just done breastfeeding, which will be interesting when we are, I'm just gonna schedule my surgery, and then I can start trying about 8 weeks after I have that surgery. I don't know if I will start trying right after, because I don't know if I'm gonna be completely ready, but I'm gonna be honest, I am so craving another baby. I want to be pregnant again. I want to have another baby. That would be so exciting. I'm ready to like start even growing our family more, but I also want to take it slow. I don't want to just go on my instincts of have another baby. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm ready physically, I'm ready emotionally, I'm ready, because I do have Oliver, who I just love dedicating my time to, and with 2 babies, I would be dedicating my time to both. And so I need to make sure that I am completely ready for that, because my mind and my like emotions are like, baby, 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 gimme, 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 basically. I'm hoping surgery like maybe October-ish, or maybe like November-ish. So we'll see if that ends up happening. That'll be very interesting if I do get that done. Alright guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed my 1-year postpartum update. Let me know if you have any other questions. Leave them in the comments below and I'll see if I can get back to you with them. But be on the lookout for Ollie's 1-year update. I'll be giving you all the lowdown on all his amazing things that he's been doing now that he's 1 year old. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Kind of cool. This one you don't want, okay? Look what we got here though. We've got a book. It's called Counting in the Garden. He does not enjoy me reading to him, but he's really into like looking at books, opening books, eating books. As you can see, his #1 thing is he's got to try it out and taste it. Any of